So today we are going to discuss the magnetic dipole of the revolving electron. The question is where the electron is revolve. Where the electron will revolve around a nucleus. Okay. So suppose that this is a nucleus, and around the nucleus the electron is moving in a circular path. Okay. Basically, it is also known as orbit. Now let's see the radius of the circular path is what? R. Now if the electron is moving with the speed v and the mass of the electron is me. Me is the mass of electron, E is the charge, and it is moving with the speed of v in a circular motion, basically around a nucleus. Now if the direction of electron is this, then what is the direction of current? The electron is revolving like this, anti-clockwise. So what is the direction of current? Clockwise. We know that the direction of current is always opposite to the direction of motion of electron. So here the electron is revolving in this direction. It is moving in this direction. So where is the direction of current? The direction of current is like this. This is the direction of current. So first of all, we need to find out what is the magnetic moment that is of a revolving electron. Now the electron is moving in a circular path. It means that if it is moving, then it means in a circular path means it is also as a circular loop because the current is also flowing through it. Now whenever a circular loop, a current is flowing through a circular loop, it will behave as a magnetic dipole. So it has some magnetic dipole moment. Yes or no? Look, the electron is revolving around the nucleus in the circular path. Then if electron is motion in the motion, it means there is some current also. So the current is always according to the direction of the motion of electron. Now this is a circular path. So this is a current carrying circular loop. And if we have a current carrying circular loop and a current is flowing through it, then it will behave as a magnetic. So the magnet, what is the formula of magnetic dipole? Of a current carrying wire, that is basically M equals to I into A. This is I am doing for only one coil, one number of turn. Now this is the formula of magnetic dipole, and we need to find out when the electron of mass me is moving in a circular path with a speed v and the radius of the circular path is r. Then what is the magnetic dipole that is associated with this revolving electron? Okay, the magnetic dipole is given by n equals to 5 into a. Now we know that current equals to charge upon time. Current equals to charge per unit time. Now here electron is flowing and it is completing a complete cycle. So we'll take here time period t. Current is equals to E upon t. Now the charge is moving with the velocity v in a circular path whose radius is r. So velocity equals to distance upon what? Time period. So from here if I find out the value of t, so what is the value of t? 2 pi r upon. So can I put okay. So if I put the value over here, then what the current will become? I is equals to E upon 2 pi r upon. V will come in the numerator. So it will become EV upon 2 pi. So this is the current that is flowing through the wire. The formula of magnetic dipole is M equals to I, where the charge is flowing in a circular path with velocity v and the radius of the circular path is r. So it will cover a distance of 2 pi r. To complete the one complete cycle or one complete revolution, it will take time t. Now we know that current equals to charge per unit time. So from here we can find out the value of t and we will put it here. So I will become EV upon 2 pi. And what is the area of the circular loop? Pi r. So now that we have the value of I, we have the value of A. So where we put the value? Equation 1. Note everybody. Dipole moment, we know that magnetic dipole moment. You can write here moment also. Moment will tell you the strength. So magnetic dipole moment N equals to I into A. I equals to charge per unit time. With the help of this, we can find out the value of T. So T is become 2 pi r upon V. Now just put the value of T over here. So I will become EV upon 2 by R. So we have the value of I, we have the value of A. Just put the value of I and A in equation 1. Put it. So we put it here. That is EV upon 2 pi r into pi r square. Pi can cancel, r will cancel, and will become EVR upon. This is the magnetic moment of a what? The magnetic moment that is associated with a revolving electron, and that is equals to EVR upon. So this is the relation. This is the magnetic dipole moment of a revolving electron, and that is EVR by 2. EVR by 2. This is the magnetic dipole moment that is associated with a revolving electron. Now here we can also find out, because when a charge is moving, when an object is moving in a circular path, so it also has some angular momentum. So we can also find out the relationship between dipole, magnetic dipole moment and angular momentum. So let's find out the relationship. Now this is the value of this is the equation. Second you can say, third you can say this is the equation third. That magnetic dipole equals to EVR upon 2. Now let's talk about the relationship between magnetic moment and angular momentum. So we know that the magnetic moment that is associated with the revolving electron, it is given by M equals to EVR upon 2. This equation that we have already known. Now, when a charge, when an object of mass M moving in a circular path of radius r with the velocity v, then its angular momentum is given by angular momentum, that is n is given by mv r. But here is m is the mass of, so I am writing it me. When a charge, you know that the charge E of charge E is revolving around a circular path of radius r and its velocity is v. So the angular momentum of this charge that is revolving in a circular path, that is given by MEVR. Means ME is the mass of, V is the speed of, or velocity of electron, and R is the radius. Now suppose this is equation 4. So I am just dividing M by L. So dividing equation 4 by 3rd. So what it becomes? M upon L. Put the value of L. M EVR upon 2 into 1 upon ME VR. So VR get cancelled. So M upon L is become T upon 2 M. So this is the relationship between angular momentum and magnetic dipole moment. Both are they both are vector quantity. So what I can write? I can write this also E upon 2 M E into L. This is in the term of magnitude. अब Prajwal just tell me when a charge, an object whose mass is m, moving in a circular path in this direction, then what is the direction of angular momentum? Huh? Opposite to the charges. Now, as we know that right hand component when we are using over here, so if the any object is moving in the direction of your curve figure, then the thumb will show the direction of angular momentum. So you can see here in which direction the electron is moving, like this, anti-clockwise. So when my thumb is pointing out upward direction, where is the direction of magnetic angular momentum? That is. Now if I ask you what is the direction of magnetic moment, where is the direction? Now what is the direction of current? The direction of magnetic moment will also be find out with the help of right hand thumb rule. Now according to which, if the curved finger is standing the direction of current, so where is the direction of current? Clockwise. And what is the direction of thumb? Where is the direction of magnetic moment? Both law we are using, but here you can see same law we are using to find out the direction of angular momentum. We will do right hand thumb rule. But here the electron of mass m is moving in anti-clockwise direction like this. So the thumb will show you the direction of angular momentum. But whenever we check the direction of magnetic dipole moment, we also use the right hand thumb rule. But here if the curved finger is telling you the direction of current, that thumb will tell you the direction of. Yes. So where is the direction of magnetic moment? So if I want to write it in the form of vector, what will it will be? That vector m, because both m and l are in the opposite direction. The vector m is equal to negative of e upon 2m into vector. This m is the mass of electron, because here m is also there, that's why I am writing it me. Do not get confused. M means magnetic and Me means mass of. So M means magnetic moment and M is mass of electron. So this is the relationship between magnetic moment and angular moment. Note it. These things are very, very important. Without this, you are not able to do anything. Direction and all. Now the next thing we are going to discuss, that is Bohr magneton, means the magnetic moment associated with an electron due to the motion or orbital motion of the electron for hydrogen atom. Hydrogen atom, that Bohr has given that about the hydrogen atom, you know, I think in the chemistry. Here also we will discuss in the second term. So let's talk about what is Bohr magneton. Next thing is, now this relation you must know, that magnetic dipole moment is equals to minus of E upon 2m into L. This is the relationship between this magnetic dipole moment and angular momentum. Now we will find out what is Bohr magneton. So Bohr has given a very important condition that is known as Bohr quantized condition. The Bohr condition of quantization. So from Bohr's quantization condition. So according to that, the electron around the nucleus will revolve around only those parts whose angular momentum is the integral multiple of h upon 2 pi. What is Bohr quantized condition is? The electron, we know the electron revolve around the nucleus. So the electron revolve around the nucleus only in those paths or those orbits whose angular momentum is nh upon 2 pi. Whose angular momentum is integral multiple of h upon 2 pi only. Those orbits the electron will revolve. And while it revolving in those electrons, those orbits, electrons do not radiate any energy. Stationary condition. So now we know the relationship we know the magnitude we have 2 me into L. This is the relationship between magnetic moment and angular momentum. So here instead of L, I can write the value nh upon 2 pi. So what it become? M is equals to E upon 2me into nh upon 2 pi, or M is equals to E and H upon 4 pi into me. So this is generally, if we find out this magnetic moment for a revolving electron for the first orbit of hydrogen atom, so that minimum magnetic moment that is associated with the revolving electron is known as Bohr magneton. Okay, what is Bohr magneton? The minimum, the least value of the minimum angle, the minimum magnetic moment that is associated with the revolving electron for an hydrogen atom and for its first orbit means when n is equals to 1. This is for hydrogen atom. This magnetic moment will become Eh upon 4 pi me. So this magnetic moment that is associated with the revolving electron for hydrogen atom and for first orbit, that's why I am taking n equals to 1, and this is known as Bohr magneton. The angular momentum, sorry, the magnetic moment that is associated with the revolving electron due to its orbital motion for first orbit of hydrogen atom is known as Bohr magneton, and its value is given by m equals to Eh upon 4 pi me, where E is the charge in electron 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. H is the Planck constant. What is the value? 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule per second. And Me, mass of electron, 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. So if you apply the value of all the given constant, that is E, that is H, that is Me, then you will get the value of this magnetic moment. And that value is M equals to 9.27 into 10 to the power minus 24 ampere meter square. What is that value? If you apply all the value, you will get the value of Bohr magneton is 9.2 into 10 to the power minus meter square. So this is the minimum magnetic moment associated with a revolving electron for first orbit of hydrogen atom, and this is known as Bohr magneton. What we have done, we know the relationship between angular momentum and magnetic dipole moment. We know that Bohr quantized condition, the electron will only revolve in those orbits whose angular momentum is the integral multiple of h upon 2 pi. Instead of L, I have just put the value h upon 2 pi. I got a relationship m is equals to E and h upon 4 pi me. Now, if in place of n, you will write the value 1 for a hydrogen atom, n means first orbit, then we get m is equals to Eh upon 4 pi me. So, this value of magnetic moment is known as Bohr magneton. And if we instead of E, we will put the value of 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. Instead of H, we will put the value of 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 34. and instead of m we will put the mass of electron, then we will get the value 9.27 into 21 minus 24 ampere meter square. This is known as the value of Bohr magnet. Noted everybody. Very important topic. In MCQ it may be asked what is the value of magnetic moment or what is the value of Bohr magneton. Lots of option is given. It might be 9.27 10 into 10 power 24 ampere per centimeter square is also given. But you must know that the unit of magnetic moment is ampere meter square. Its value is 9.27 into 10 power minus 24. So this is the value of, yes, noted everyone.